one thing. I want everybody to look at me. I'm going to pass it to coin after I say one thing. That's a W. Let's eat one. Let's eat one. That's a W. How many people want to eat a W tonight? How many eat a W tonight?
All right, Brian, we're both back in America this week.
Yes. I never left.
Right before, well, yeah, it's not about you. It's about both of us. I'm saying we're both back, meaning I'm back.
You.
I was trying to include you. In the excursion. But, yeah, back from Africa, I guess. And right before we came on, I feel like we should always front load these podcasts with the good stuff, what the people want. And big news this week, Joe Burrow's back. How do you feel? What do you think should happen?
You know, that's a good question.
Because there's been a lot of different opinions.
I actually want your opinion first. I want your take first, and then I'll give you mine. Because I'll give you I want your quick gut take, and then I'll give you what's gone through my mind the last 3 days since we've heard the news. I'll unwrap it for you.
Okay, so I'm kind of indifferent, but I'll give you a definitive answer.
Okay.
How much is he making a year?
55 mil.
Okay, he's playing.
Yeah, I kind of like that answer. I think that's a good answer. I think that's an answer a lot of people aren't really saying either, which is why I like that answer.
I mean, he's making so much money.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people saying that what's the point of him coming back? Mm-hmm. And I understand you're trying to, push for the future, but if you are one of those people, then you must like what the NBA is doing with load management. Yeah, because the guy's got to play. There's still a chance. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think 9-8 could make the playoffs in the AFC. But I also think the issue is the wildcard teams that are pushing for the playoffs are the Chiefs, Ravens, and Bills. Mm-hmm. So that sucks.
So, and that's where I'll lead off there, kind of talk playoffs real quick. I think their only path to the playoffs is the division. I don't think they're going to make the wild. Like, they need to win the division. I think that's the only way they can make the playoffs. Yeah, they're technically a game and a half back behind Pittsburgh, and they play them this week. So, like, this game is huge, and they still have 2 games against the Ravens. So, you kind of have that all out in front of you. Pittsburgh's got a tough schedule the second half of the season. Ravens have kind of an easy schedule. I still think Ravens are going to win the division, and they're going to be the only team from the AFC North that gets in the playoffs. Like, that's my prediction today. But I am 100% with you. So, like, when the news first broke on Monday, I was pumped, obviously, because it was kind of out of nowhere, and it makes it fun. But my initial reaction was, hey, if you lose the next 2 games, you're 3-8. Do you sit him? Like, that's the first thing I went to. Like, is it worth playing him? And I'm kind of with you. I don't think you can. I think there's multiple things that go into this. I think, one, he's a competitor, and he obviously didn't work this hard in his rehab to get to a point where he wasn't going to play. Like, I think he wants to go out there and play. He's a football player, and he's missed 3 of the last 6 years. Like, 3 of the last 6 years he's been hurt. Like, he has something to prove here, I think. Like, I do think he has a little bit to prove that, hey, let me get back out there. Let me get my feet under me again. Let me go show that I'm one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Not to say that I don't think he is, but I think he wants to. Like, I think he wants to go play. So that's one of it. 2, the part you said, $55 million a year, you can't have that sit on your bench. Like, you can't waste an entire year of that amount of money on the bench. Like, he needs to go play. Like, I get the thought behind, hey, no further risk of issue, but this is what a lot of people have been saying. It was a surgery that once he's cleared to play, he can play. Like, yeah, could he re-injure it? Sure, but it's probably similar odds to maybe it's not similar odds. Like, I don't know anything. Yeah, right. But you can re-injure anything. But like, his injury odds of getting hurt somewhere else are the same as if he never got hurt, right? Like, he could have another serious injury by someone hitting him in the knee, whatever you want to say. Obviously, I don't want that to happen, knock on wood. But the third part of it, as a straight fan, is we've missed him play football so much. Yes. We've missed him play football over the last he's missed a lot of football. And as a fan, like, I want to watch him play. Like that's part of the fun of football.
Straight fan.
That's part of the fun of football is watching your favorite players and the best players play for your favorite team. And
that's the fun of sports.
That's exactly. So like we missed him his rookie year, half his rookie year. He missed a large majority a couple years ago. Like if I can go watch, if I get to watch Joe Burrow play football, I want to watch him play strictly as a fan. And when he went down week 2, when we thought his season was over, like that's what kind of sucked the most of all of it. Like I don't get to watch one of my favorite players play football. I wait all year. Us fans wait all year to watch our favorite players play the sport, and that's part of the reason why we watch it. So even if they're 3-8 going to Thanksgiving, I'm going to be pumped for that Thanksgiving Day game to watch him play again and maybe beat the Ravens. I think it's a fun storyline, and I think he should play. If he doesn't play and they don't want him to play, I get it, but I think you're right. I think
sucks.
I think Mike Brown is looking down saying, I'm paying you a lot of money.
Well,
go play and win us some football games.
He wants Burrow to play because he wants asses and seats.
Oh, he wants butts and seats. It's been a rough year.
Because if they're 3-8 and Flacco's still out there, and I'm a big Flacco guy, and
we all are.
Yeah, but not like he doesn't have the cult following as as Joe Burrow. But people also forget that these professional athletes on any level in any sport are psychopaths, and they want to get out there no matter what. And for a casual fan, and especially the people who are saying that he shouldn't come back and play, they don't know how these guys are wired. These guys are wired differently. They crave this. They crave a competitive atmosphere. I mean, that's why all these athletes get into golf before golf was so popular, is because you could still have that little bit of, I mean, look at Michael Jordan. The guy gambles like $100,000 every hole. And it's because 100%. That's the only thing that can get him up at night or get him up to play for anything. And it's just, I think he should play, get some reps in. And you know what, man, if he gets hurt, he gets hurt. Whatever, man. This is just how sports work. You can't wrap everyone up in bubble wrap and expect he'll be ready for the playoffs, or he'll be ready for, because plus, like, what if they go 1-1 and they're 4-7 going into
then they got Ravens 2 out of 3 weeks.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he just needs reps, and it's something to carry over to next year, even if it's not this year. Because I mean, we see guys who don't get enough snaps. We see the JJ McCarthy thing. He's played 4 games and he looks bad after a year off of not playing. You see what happened to Aaron Rodgers. I understand it's an injury, but he needed those games last year to be able to feel it. And even he was thinking like he tore his Achilles, and he was like, I can get back there week 11.
Yeah,
because he's a crazy person, and you have to be a crazy person to be where they are. They can't be normal people.
1,000% agree. And I like you mentioned the reps. Like, I think that's a big part of it is, and Joe Burrow's a big guy. Every time you talk to him in the offseason, all the time he's missed, he said, I just need reps. And that's why we start slows, because I haven't had the reps with the guys. And I think that's a big part of it, is just getting, like, you only have a certain amount of lifeline, especially in the NFL. Like,
100%.
Not for long. They call it not for long. Like, you don't get many opportunities to play even 6 games in a season, and he's going to take advantage of every
Not everyone's
Tom
Brady. Not everyone's Jerry Rice.
Yeah, exactly.
It's rare.
Exactly. And I think he knows that. Like, I think he's even talked about his football mortality and these injuries. He realized you don't have as much time as you think. He went to the Super Bowl year 2 in his his second year as a pro, and here we are year 6, and it's been a kind of a shit show the last 3 years. Like, you got to get out there. You got to give your chance to team to win. I think if there's any percent chance, playoff hope alive, he is going to come back and play. And I'm excited for it. Like I said before, they can go 1-1 in these next 2 games, 4-7. He comes back. Like, how awesome is that? Also, you come back on Thanksgiving against your division rival on a Thursday night. Like, that's sick. Like, I'm sure, I'm sure he is like getting chills thinking about being able to come back on that stage.
I just got chills
in front of that
many
people. Same. In front of that many people. Like, that's sick. Even if your team isn't where you want it to be. The other part of this, and I do think part of this is strategic, the couple losses they had before the bye week. So I'm like really glad we didn't do this podcast last week, because last week sucked.
I know. I'm kind of pissed.
That Bears game, like,
but I was on a plane for way too long.
Yeah, no, the Bears game, we don't need to revisit it. Everyone knows what happened. It was 2 weeks ago now. Terrible. I think part of this is also just kind of strategic to like get the team a little bit fired up. Like there needed to be some sort of spark in there because this kind of came out of nowhere. Not that they wouldn't put him out there if he's not ready, but I think bringing him out this week before the Steelers after the bye week to start practicing with the guys, like now he's on the field with them, practicing with them. He's not just kind of behind the scenes rehabbing. He's, and he said in his press conference, I'm finally now integrated back with the team. Sure, you see guys around, but it's different than when you're rehabbing and you kind of just see guys in the hallway. I think it was a little strategic of different. Building a spark back up and like creating some sort of excitement in the locker room and kind of putting it on the guys in the locker room. Like, hey, win these next couple games, let Joe come back and let's see what happens. Like, I think that was part of it too. I think there's a little bit of gamesmanship there, which I think they needed. They needed something.
And I hope Flacco has sat him down and was like, hey, you see what I've been doing? Getting the ball out quick. Let's not take that extra second and a half and let's just get the ball out. Because you're going to die if you don't, because this offensive line stinks and you don't want to be hurt again. Mm-hmm. So maybe a little bit of that. And they have the Steelers this week?
Steelers this week, it's a big game. This is a huge game. If they can win this, it's a lot of momentum coming back. Can you imagine, though, if they would have not blown the lead against the Jets or the Bears, how that game ended, and they're 5-4 and you get this Joe Burrow news? It'd be unbelievable. Like
there'd be a parade.
Dude, it'd be insane.
There'd be a parade.
I did see the betting odds for Bengals to win when the news came out to win the division went from plus 1,700 to plus 1,100. So it jumped.
Wow,
pretty significant.
That's crazy.
Yes,
they forgot he doesn't play defense.
Yeah, the defense is ridiculously bad.
Yeah,
historically bad.
Yeah.
God, dude. But yeah, so I'm pumped. I think it'll be good for football. Obviously, personally, super excited. And then I was talking to Aaron about it this week, and he also made a good point. He's like, you need to cut, like, he's going to, like, same reasons we said, right? Like, he's a competitive guy. He's like, and hey, he Rangers it. He's got a whole offseason to let it, to get the surgery and let it heal itself up. Like, obviously, you don't want that to happen. But worst, I don't know.
There's still so many games left, too.
There is a lot of games
so many games left.
We're only halfway through the season. I hope he plays.
Yeah, I was thinking,
sick. God.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Anyway, just wanted to. That was like the biggest news of the week.
Yeah, I'm glad we're on the same page on that. I was curious what you were going to say.
I just think, you just need to play, and this could be a topic for the off season, but sports need to get back to like we as in the sports world have put so much emphasis on championships where now players are not playing every game in a lot of sports to save themselves for playoffs and championships, where it's just the intent. I don't want to say integrity. I'm trying to think of the word, but like the effort in the regular season is kind of dropped a little bit. Maybe not. I mean, football, it's kind of hard with football because if you're, there's not as many games, but, basketball has their issues. Hockey, they're just, built a little different. But we need to put more emphasis on like, hey, every game matters. You're getting paid so much money. You got to play.
Yep.
This could be a topic for the offseason, but that's just something I've been kind of battling with as a NBA fan and as a fan of, just sports in general. And even college sports are starting to get that way. You got guys sitting out like bowl games and stuff. And I think that's ridiculous. But anyway, this week, what was your, what were you going to say?
There's two other big pieces of news this week that hit. Brian Daboll being fired, second coach getting fired, which was a little bit, I think I texted you. I was a little surprised by it after kind of, and you pointed out some good facts and like you see some stuff. The reason I was surprised by it is because Jackson Dart was his guy. Like if you saw any of those videos from like the draft room, he wanted to take him at pick 3. Like he wanted to take him early. And then they said, we'll trade back and get him at the end of the first. Like that was the only reason that it surprised me it felt like it was his pick all along. And it's obviously turned out to be a good pick. A lot of people hated it at the time. And it seemed like they had a good relationship. That's why for me, it was surprising because that head coach
He ran in after him in the blue tent.
Right, exactly. He got fined like $200,000 or $100,000, whatever it was. When you have a quarterback and coach that work so well together.
Brian, exaggeration.
No, I think it was, wasn't it? It was
100, yeah.
100, okay. 200. I couldn't remember
if it was 100.
I couldn't remember if it was 200. Someone got fined 200, I think. Was it the team maybe that got fined 200? Anyway, back on train of thought here. When you have a relationship that seems like it's that close and that tight, it's surprising to me to see that. But he did have 4 concussion checks, and throughout his time as a starter in like 6 or 7 games, because he was kind of getting run into the ground, and I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah, I basically told you he started what, week 5, week 4?
I think it was week 4.
Week 4, and he had, I think I told you he had like 27 design runs as a quarterback. He never slid ever.
But yeah, he's a second.
Dayball ran after him. It's like, I need him when he probably had a concussion. They lost 4 road games with a 10 points or more lead.
Yep.
And I think every other team is like 56-1 when that happens. So, that's just there's just a lot of writing on the wall, and half their team's injured. I think Dayball is a good coach. It just seems like they want it. Like, he was already on the hot seat coming into this year. I'm pretty sure he has like the worst record as a Giants head coach as well. So he has like 40 losses. So what are we even doing?
This, to me, it's just weird. Like, I don't understand why so many teams do this, where they draft it. Like, they know they have a coach that's on the hot seat, and they draft a quarterback, and then they fire. Like, it happened with the Titans this year. It happened with the Bears last year. It's happened now with the Giants. And like, I get it, they're not the right coaches, but you knew they weren't the right coaches coming into the year. Like, why not just start fresh with a new coach when you're drafting these young quarterbacks? That's the only thing that, to me, yeah, that's true, because they're on their contracts, they have certain guarantees and stuff. But like, it just sets you back so far. Like, it's frustrating.
Well, Patriots.
It worked for the Patriots. It did work for the Patriots. But there's so many examples of it going the other way, right? Of like, Caleb Williams has gone through a couple, like CJ Stroud's already gone through like 3 offensive coordinators in his third year. Trevor Lawrence, yeah, he has had like 3 coaches. But yeah, Dart took 77 hits in 7 starts. That's insane. He's a running back.
Yeah, that's crazy.
77.
There was another point I was going to make, but I forgot. Yeah.
Not super, it makes sense. It makes a ton of sense why they fired him. I agree with you. Great coach. I think he's going to be an awesome OC somewhere.
And or Penn State. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, so I saw that. He's wearing the Penn State hoodie when he got his
son goes there. His kid
his son goes there
as well.
Interesting.
But, man, I just forgot what it was again. Oh, and he won Coach of the Year a couple years ago. So that award doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We can officially say that award doesn't matter.
We talked about it like 2 weeks or whatever it was. It's the team. It's the coach that takes the shittiest team to the most unexpected record for 1 year, and that's it. That's all it is. Yeah. He's won more playoff games than Mike Tomlin in the last 7 years. So
yeah, you hate Mike Tomlin. All right,
I don't hate Mike Tomlin. I think Mike Tomlin's an awesome coach. I'm a Bengals fan, and I don't like the Steelers. So. Right when Mike Tomlin gets fired, someone's going to pick him up immediately. Yeah, for sure. He will be a head coach.
And that's why he's not getting fired.
1,000% agree. Yeah, that's true. Other big news. Yeah. Jameis Winston starting.
Right. Oh, that's the big news. We're just staying with the Giants.
Yeah,
are we talking about the Giants for so long?
I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Jameis Winston started. Everyone's excited. He's going to throw five touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
I love it.
They're going to lose. They play the Packers this week too.
Is it the Packers?
Also, can we talk about how I said the Packers are always a year away, and everyone was crowning them as Super Bowl favorites after Week 1, and they only play to their competition. So, like, do you want to talk about the Monday night game really quick?
Game sucked.
Yeah, defensive battle. Again, they play to their competition.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Like they couldn't move the ball. They obviously have a good defense. The Eagles have their own issues with offense, but they won the game. I think the Eagles have probably the most impressive wins of this year. team-wise. They've beaten the Rams, Packers, Chiefs, and they have the Lions this week. So if they beat the Lions, like they've beat the best team in the league. This week.
It's a good game. I'm curious how different they look against the Lions.
Because it's probably going to be a shootout.
Yeah, like I feel like it's going to be a completely different game than what we just saw against the Packers.
Well, the thing with what the Eagles do is they can run the ball, so they just run the clock. Like all their possessions are 7 minutes long. Mm-hmm. Like every time they get the ball, half the quarter's over, and it's still the same drive. It happened all game. Like the Jalen Hurts fumble. They were driving down the field. It was like a 6.5 minute drive. They fumble on like the 18. They just do stuff like that, and they usually don't. They're usually good about holding onto the ball, and they don't ever give it away. Mm-hmm. But it happens.
How do you feel?
Do you feel any different?
Go ahead.
How do I feel about what?
I was gonna say, how do you feel? Again, I know I've asked this once or twice. AJ Brown stuff that came out again today.
Oh, well, see, I'm just starting to get numb to it because I see him. So all this stuff is being said, but when you see him on the field, like when Saquon ran, he had like one big run for like 20 yards. AJ Brown was in front blocking.
Yeah.
So he's still giving effort. It's just the script isn't there for him.
Mm-hmm.
And even on that 4th and 9 play, that controversial 4th and 9 play, which I've heard multiple things about how there was communication errors and that was the wrong play.
I didn't really understand that when they did it. I was confused why they even went for it.
I think it's because they were going into the wind for a field goal, and it'd be a long field goal with Jake Elliott, and he's not, he doesn't have the biggest leg.
That's what I'm saying. I would have just punted it.
You can punt.
Yeah.
I agree. But they also trust their defense, and the Packers couldn't do anything all day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's fair.
Just to defend it, they won the game.
Yep.
And plus, if they let's say AJ Brown does make a crazy catch, then we're talking about how cool that play was and how big of balls they have.
He was 1-on-1, so I mean, like I don't hate it. He gave him a shot 1-on-1, so I don't hate it. I didn't hate the play call. I just thought it was interesting that they because that's what everyone was saying. Everyone was saying, well, I think that's what Sirianni said too. He's like, well, he didn't feel comfortable kicking a field goal. It was like, yeah, the play wasn't to kick a field goal. The play was to punt and make him go 70 yards down the field.
I think they thought, hey, we can end this game here.
Yeah. We trust our D.
They tried. And, it could have gone either way. If they make the play, again, like I said, it was, you can Monday morning quarterback it and say it's bad.
Of course. Especially if they would have tied. If they would have hit a play and tied, then, I mean, obviously it'd be a lot worse. But it didn't happen.
It'd be a lot worse.
You're right. Mm-hmm. They won. I was just curious. But yeah, 10-7, not what I was expecting going into the game. No. I will say that. But hey, Eagles got to win. AJ Brown stuff. I think it's his last year in Philly. I really do.
Probably, yeah.
I think it all goes back to his post that he posted after the Super Bowl, like 2 days after the Super Bowl. He's like, now that you win it, he's like, I care more about my, I care about, the statistics involved in it as well. So I think he's going to want to go somewhere where he has a chance to put up some monster numbers. So that's just,
probably.
They'll be able to get a lot for him too. They'll be able to get a lot for him, I think. So it might work out well. And Devonta Smith has been great this year. So it might work out.
He's sick.
Good for both parties. So it's a good game though. I'm excited for that. Lions Eagles. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be
fun. Yeah.
And another team that I was behind who looks like or has the number 1 seed right now in the AFC is the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
And favorites and the favorite to win MVP.
So that's the thing. Drake May being the favorite to win MVP this year did not have that on my bingo card. It was not anywhere on my bingo card.
Yeah, I don't think anyone did.
I wonder what his odds were at the start of the year. I'm very curious what his odds were to start the year.
Yeah, I'm seeing him the favorite on a few books, and him and Stafford are tied on a lot of them. But again, that's another team that you said I love. The Rams are looking good, but
you love Rams, Matt Stafford.
Do you think the Patriots have a chance to make a run in the playoffs, or do you think it's, we're glad we're here and we're only going to build off of this?
Do I think they have a chance? Yes. I think they're coached really well. They have the quarterback, obviously, and they have a solid defense. But at the same time, I think once they get in the playoffs and they play, like if the Chiefs get in, maybe even the Ravens, like I know they've already beat the Bills this year. I think part of this is a big proponent of their schedule. You can only play who's in front of you, right? Like I think they're a very good team. Like I think they are a playoff team, no doubt about it. But when you look at their schedule, they've beaten the Raiders, the Dolphins, the Panthers. They did beat the Bills, the Saints, the Titans, the Browns, the Falcons.
They lost to the Raiders.
They lost to the Raiders. Sorry. Yeah. The Dolphins, the Panthers, the Bills, Saints, Titans, Browns, Falcons, Buccaneers. They got the Jets this week, Bengals, Giants the next 3 weeks. So they're going to be 11-2. And then they end the season with the Jets and the Dolphins.
Bengals can get that win.
Dude, no, the defense is not. Yeah. The defense is too bad. But that's to me part of it. I think that's a pretty big part of it. But I think
100%.
I think they deserve to be in the playoffs. They're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think. I think they're a year away, and kind of like you said it earlier. I think next year they'll get another weapon on offense, another wide receiver, something along those lines to help them. But I think they built it the right way. I think they have the right coach. I think they have the right quarterback. They feel like that kind of team that's next in line, if that makes sense. A year away, solid playoff team. The way a lot of people felt about the Texans 2 years or last year, where they made a little kind of surprise run, made the playoffs, won a playoff game. They were the favorite Super Bowl pick the year after. I think they will be a favorite Super Bowl pick next year is kind of the way I see it.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And then these West Coast teams, man, the Seahawks and Rams right now.
I think the Seahawks are the best team in football.
They are up there, man.
So good.
They are killing teams.
They look like who did they play last week?
Cardinals.
I stepped away because they were in the afternoon games, the 3 o'clock for
28-0.
I turned, I came back. I was gone for 20 minutes. I came back and it was 20-0. I was like, oh my God, what did I miss?
Yeah. All those games in the afternoon were blowouts. It was insane.
The Seahawks look like a machine right now. Sam Darnold looks awesome. JSN, I think, has a case to be the best wide receiver in football. Dude's a freaking stud. He is stepping into his prime in a big way. And I don't really know who's going to stop him. I think they're my favorite right now out of the NFC. I think they look like the most complete team in the AFC. Or NFC, sorry.
Yeah, I still think the Rams are better. We're going to find out this week. But
could get another great game this weekend.
Right now, spoiler alert, I have the Rams ahead of the Seahawks. But it could be 1A, 1B. Maybe.
Do you have them above the Eagles?
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that soon. But yeah, it's just they've proven a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They've done a lot of good, but there's something about it that I don't know.
Is it Sam Darnold? Is that what it is?
I'm just thinking. No, I like Sam Darnold. I'm just thinking of head-to-heads. If the Eagles and Seahawks played, who are you betting on?
If they played this week, I'd bet on the Seahawks. If it was neutral field, I'd bet on the Seahawks.
Okay.
That's just partially coming off of how good the Seahawks have looked the last 3 weeks compared to how the Eagles have looked. That part of it is recency bias. But yes, I'd bet on the Seahawks. I don't know. Yeah. I love the Seahawks. I actually might. I'm going to check their odds to win the Super Bowl. I might put.
Damn, you're just all in, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not quite there yet, but I do believe that I think their ceiling is NFC Championship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right now.
I think, well, I've already said it. I think their ceiling is Super Bowl. Whereas the Patriots, I see the Patriots ceiling as AFC Championship game is kind of what I see the Patriots right now.
Okay. I see that. The AFC is a little weaker.
It is. Yeah.
Which is interesting because
It's such a weird.
there's so much
The Chiefs
talent.
are the Chiefs technically in the playoffs right now, or are they still technically outside of? They're still technically outside.
No, but they're Super Bowl favorites though.
I know, it's nuts. It's such a weird.
That's crazy.
It's such a weird way to look at it. I get it though. I mean, they're the Chiefs. All right, so 2,500.
Yeah. Anything else so you were texting me about the Colts.
Yeah, so
Are you worried?
something about the Colts that I'm not, and I think a lot of people have this take on the Colts. Like similar. I think they're obviously a playoff team. They're going to win that division. They're going to be a top 3 seed because regardless, the AFC North is going to come in below those other. The AFC North winners most likely going to be the 4 seed unless the Ravens go on a crazy run. I'm a little worried about like the whole Daniel Jones thing. Like it feels like he's kind of fallen back to earth a little bit. And with that trade they made for Sauce Gardner, 2 firsts for Sauce is a lot. That's a hefty price to pay for a cornerback with 3 career interceptions. I think he's a great player. I think he's a really good player. I think they probably overpaid to make sure they could get him. They're basically hitching their wagon to Daniel Jones for the next few years. Like that was a commitment to Daniel Jones.
Did you watch the end of that game though? Like when they needed it.
Yeah.
The Colts game.
Yeah.
When they needed it, he was on.
That's true.
He was great.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand he didn't play like a perfect game, but also the Falcons have a great defense.
Mm-hmm.
Like their defense is top 5 in all the rankings, and their offense stinks. Like Penix hasn't looked good.
Penix has looked bad.
Your boy Kyle Pitts isn't
you cannot
doing the best.
You cannot say that. You cannot say that. But the thing with Daniel Jones is he's turnover prone, and we saw we obviously didn't do a podcast last week, but that's what we saw with the Steelers. They only lost to 7. Their team is so good they lost to the Steelers by 70 million. They had 5 turnovers. Daniel Jones had 5 turnovers in that game. Like, and that was his thing with the Giants.
Here's my defense.
Turn the ball over.
Here's my defense on Daniel Jones' last 2 weeks is it's tough to play at Acrisure Heinz Field.
Yeah.
It's tough. The field there is always, it's like known that it's, the grass is bad and it's, hostile environment. And then you have to go to Germany and play. And again, you play a good defense. And I'm not saying the Steelers defense is good, but they have potential and they can always find a way.
Highest paid defense in the NFL.
Yeah. So I think these 2 weeks are just a little bit of a weird, but they won, they beat the Falcons. I understand you lose to the Steelers, but it's not like they're losing to Carolina. Like the Packers lose to Carolina, and then Carolina loses to the Saints. So I don't know. Some of these losses, and then they should have beat the Rams because the AD.
Yeah, that he's on the
AD Mitchell.
AD Mitchell. Yeah.
Yeah, he drops the ball before he crosses the line. That could have been a win. I don't know. I still believe in Daniel Jones. He got hit a lot that game.
Yeah, he got sacked 7 times.
Yeah. So
but
it's
5 turnovers. He had 3 interceptions, 2 fumbles against the Steelers. He fumbled 3 times last week, but only lost 1 and then had a pick as well. So if he can keep that under control, I think they'll be fine. But again, that was his problem with the Giants was he just turned the ball over so much. And
yeah, but can we talk about the MVP of the league? And
so I actually wanted to bring that up when you brought up MVP. I actually think this is the first year where there might be a case to give the MVP to a non-quarterback.
How do you not, man? Right now, how do you not?
I think you kind of have to.
Was it 4 games with 3 touchdowns?
Here, let me pull it up, actually. He is... I wonder what his on pace is for.
He's 17 touchdowns right now.
Yeah, 17 touchdowns, 15 rushing. He's on pace for just under 2,000 rushing yards, just under 500 receiving yards, and 30 touchdowns. 30 touchdowns as a running back. Josh Allen won MVP throwing 26 touchdowns last year or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, I think if he gets 22 touchdowns, you got to give it to him. And they have what, 7 games left?
7 games.
Yeah. And he has 17 already. You know, and they're going to script him the game. Like, who do they got this week? I think they have someone bad. Let me look.
So, what year did Sean Alexander win MVP? Because he won MVP one year, didn't he? Yeah, it was this year. He had 1,800 rushing yards and 27 touchdowns, which right now he's on pace to break both of those.
Yeah, I mean, if he has 27 touchdowns, that's for sure.
That was 2005. Yeah, and then receiving stats for that year. Again, it's a different game than it was then. Sean Alexander, 15 catches for 78 yards.
15, that's 15, it?
Yeah, and Jonathan Taylor is projected 51 for 442 yards.
Yeah, it's tough.
You can't compare it. It was 20 years ago.
Let's say he gets 25 touchdowns and he doesn't win MVP. We got to change. Like we already talked about this. We got to change the award to a quarterback. But okay. Do you want to hear my top 10 teams?
Yep. I had one other thing. Fuck.
Think about it.
Oh, I had a question for you because we were kind of talking about top of both. If you had to pick a team that you believed in more out of the AFC, Colts or Patriots?
Oof. Colts.
I think I'd go Patriots.
Solely the Colts are they're too much of a complete team. And I understand the Patriots are like they have a good team, but they got the running game. The Patriots are trying to figure it out.
Yeah, Henderson finally got involved. He finally had a breakout game, which was good to see. Yeah.
Yeah. Ramondre's been out the last couple of weeks, but the weapons are better. With the Colts, the defense is better. I mean, Sauce is just he's gonna get better. You know, like he's learning a new defense and had to go to Germany for his first game. So you kind of have to give him like a little bit of a pass. Plus, you know, he's covering Drake London the whole game. He's one of the better receivers in the league. So,
okay, fair enough. I'd take Patriots.
Yeah,
I would take Patriots.
That'd be a cool playoff matchup.
It would be. It'd be the new Peyton Manning, Tom Brady all over again. It'd be fun.
Yeah, that's wild.
And maybe okay.
What did Boston
I shouldn't say
do?
that. I shouldn't say that because.
Well, the teams. I understand.
Yeah, the teams. Yes, I don't want it to go out there as like one of them is Tom
Drake May is a MVP candidate right now. I mean,
that's true. Yeah,
it's crazy. All right, do you want to hear my top 10?
Yes, let's hear it.
All right, I'm going 10-1 because we're gonna have a talk about the top 3 teams. All right, at 10 I have the Bucks.
Okay.
9 I have the Broncos.
Okay.
7 I have the Ravens.
Okay.
Colts at 6. Lions. Wait, hold on. Did I have 11 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So Bucks, Broncos, Ravens, Colts, Lions, Chiefs. Even though, didn't they lose their last game to the Bills?
Chiefs, yeah.
The Chiefs, yeah. Patriots at 4. So I'm already going against what I said, but But right now, this is right now, and how they're looking. I don't like that. Whatever, I'm keeping it. All right, then top 3, I have Eagles at 3, Seahawks at 2, Rams at 1.
Okay.
And you could make those 3 interchangeable however you want, but I think head to head, I'd take the Eagles over Seahawks. And right now, I'd probably take the Rams over Eagles.
Okay. I don't hate it. I think I'd probably put Seahawks 1 right now. I mean, I kind of just said what I think about the Seahawks. I think I'd still put the Seahawks 1. I'd put the Rams right behind them. Yeah, I would take both those teams over the Eagles right now, I think. I really would.
I know. I think it's a little bit of a bias for me, but I just still think the Eagles are charging up.
I get it. They won. It's not like they lost that game. Like they won. Yeah. They beat a good Packers team that was a Super Bowl favorite. Everyone's Super Bowl favorite at the start of the year, mine included. I picked them to go to the Super Bowl. I don't think of them that way right now as much as I did at the beginning of the season. To your point, they played to their this is Packer. Talk about the Packers. They played their competition. They had some bad losses this year. Some games where they put up no points. Defense has been great. I think in their 3 losses, they've allowed a total of like 36 points, I think was what the stat was. So 12 points a game in their losses, which is nuts.
Yeah. Plus,
so go ahead.
Their losses are really bad. The Panthers,
Browns.
Who they
tied the Eagles, they tied the I was going to say they tied the Cowboys, who got beat by the Cardinals, and who the Seahawks just beat the Cardinals by like 50. And I know it's not 50; it was like 22. But that's how it felt. I mean, they're up 28-0 against them. Yes.
So you got to think like I saw memes like Dak Prescott looking at the Cardinals they just lost to, just getting boat raced by the Seahawks, just thinking like, what the hell? And I mean, Jacoby Brissett looked like the quarterback for the future against the Cowboys, and then it looks bad against the Seahawks. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I said, these are all interchangeable. It's just tough. Like when the top 7 right now, like I'm not fully sold on the Ravens, I'm not fully sold on the Broncos, and the Bucs are just.
Did you have the Bills in there or no?
No.
See, so what I would do, listening to yours, and I think the NFC is pretty good. I don't think I'd have the Ravens in there yet. Like this again, just where I would argue. Don't think I have the Ravens in there. I can see having the Broncos in there just because they're 8-2. But it feels very similar to that Steelers team that was 11-0 a few years ago, or the Eagles who were 11-0 and kind of went on not 11-1, went on a tailspin. They're 8-2, so they have the best record in football, but they also have the most punts in football, which is weird. There's some dysfunction on that offense.
But the Bills just lost to the Dolphins, and they can't stop the run to save their life.
I know, but I think I would still have the Bills up there. I just think they'd be there. They're going to be there in the end. I think they
are.
Yeah.
Are they though? I mean, I just think that defense is so bad.
Could they lose to the Bengals in a couple weeks? Maybe.
They could.
They could.
If the Bengals can somehow find a way to run the ball.
Yeah, which they can. They've been figuring it out. Joe Burrow
I don't think the Patriots. I don't think the Patriots have let up a 50-yard rusher all year.
Have they not? Oh no, they just did for the first time. It was 53 yards this past week.
Oh,
yeah, okay. It was 53 yards, barely. Yeah,
yeah, that's crazy.
But yes, it's still crazy. But I think that's where I would. Those are the only two.
Would you change? Would you change the Bucs out for the Bills?
I think I would move the Ravens back further from 7. They're 4-5. I still think they have some issues on they still a little bit of dysfunction there. It wasn't a great game against the Vikings. I know they won pretty handily, but I think I would knock them out give it another week or two for the Ravens to get back to 500 or above 500. I'd probably put the Bills in there for the Ravens, and you could even just swap those two, and I would be fine with that. But yeah, I think the Bucs are kind of still on that outside looking in, kind of at that 10 mark. I think that's right where they belong.
Yeah, I mean they're number 1 a few
I know. I was gonna say, weren't they just number 1? 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I have them all saved. Let's see. The highest I've had them. The highest I've had them was 2.
Okay, that's fair. You've had the Eagles up at 1 a lot.
Yeah, I have. But I mean, yeah, they've been 1 to 4. The lowest they've been is 4.
4.
But,
okay.
I still think I'm still standing by my Eagles Chiefs prediction in the Super Bowl.
So Lions lose. Let's say Lions beat Eagles this week. Do the Eagles take a little bit of a tumble out of the top 4?
It just depends on how
the rest of what else happens.
Well, it just depends on how good or bad they look.
Sure.
If they lose by 10 and it looks like they have no chance, then yeah, they'll probably drop out of the top 5. But if it's a really close game, maybe I'll just move the Lions up to 3 and they're at 5.
Okay. It's fair. Yep, it's fair.
Where's it being played at?
Let's
see. It's in Philly. So if they lose at home, then yeah. You got to move them down.
Okay.
But the Lions are a great team. All right. Do you want to tell us your player of the week, or does everyone already kind of know?
No, yeah. I think everyone knows. I should have done it when we were already talking about him. Jonathan Taylor, who hasn't been player of the week this year yet, which he needs to be. So this felt like a good week for me, player of the week. He had 244 rushing yards, 32 carries, a long of 83, which was just fucking insane. That was a crazy run. That's kind of where I felt like they kind of took chokehold of the game again. And then how many touchdowns did he have? 3? I think he had 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns. Yep. God, crazy. And then 3 catches for 42 yards. So almost 300 yards from scrimmage and 3 touchdowns. Fucking insane. Beast.
Yeah, when you have a player like that,
it's nuts.
It's
better than Saquon's year last year. Like
it is, which is crazy because we were talking about how great that year was, and
it's just the touchdowns are a massive difference. Yardage will probably be similar, but touchdowns is a big difference. So
I will say there was a lot of, if Jalen Hurts wasn't the quarterback, then he probably would have had those touchdowns
for sure. Those I remember what 12 pushes for touchdowns or whatever it was last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jonathan Taylor,
that's all
player of the
Saquon.
week.
All right. Do you have a parlay? I didn't even make one yet, so I'll make one live.
Yeah, I'm gonna make one live too.
We're prepared.
Yes.
Okay.
This one snuck up on us. When you're off a week, it throws everything out of whack.
It does throw everything out of whack. All right, so I gotta log in. Ooh, there's some good matchups this week.
It is. This feels like a good week. I already know one that I'm doing for sure.
Tell us?
Well, I got to pick the rest of it. Jamar Chase minus 125 against the Steelers. He hasn't scored in two weeks or something, 3 weeks. He's due. He demolished the Steelers last time. I'm sure they'll have a different game plan for him, so maybe it's a bad idea. But I'm going to go Jamar Chase anytime touchdown. I'm going to go Emeka Egbuka against the Bills defense anytime touchdown. I'm just going to do 3 legs again. 3 legs again. And then I'm going to go for my final one. I'm going to go Drake London against the Panthers. Plus 785.
Where? Okay, against the Panthers. Also, Thursday night game and where's this game being played in Europe? No, in Europe.
Oh, the one on Sunday. I don't know where it's being played, but Washington Dolphins.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Terrible.
Like I'm
Terrible.
Just not. Those games don't get me going at all.
Sunday night, you got Lions Eagles, you got Chiefs Broncos, you got Seahawks Rams. Those are some good games. Steelers Bengals is a good game. Buccaneers Bills, good game. Bears Vikings is a good game. Yeah. A lot of good games this week. I'm excited.
Yeah. All right. Here's mine. All right. I have Aaron Jones.
Okay.
Anytime touchdown, plus 100. Then I have Kyron Williams against the Seahawks.
Okay.
And then I have Trey McBride.
I like Trey McBride.
And then what's my last one going to be?
I don't have that game yet, damn it. Or do I?
I'll go Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Derrick Henry, man. It's been a weird year for him.
Yeah. I just feel like
it happens.
Against the Browns. I don't love that one.
Yeah, that one's tough. Browns are good defense.
But I'm going to do it. All right. So Aaron Jones, Kyron Williams, Trey McBride, Derrick Henry gets you at plus 1,300 for that. All right.
It's a good parlay. So
how did we do last week on our picks? I know we didn't do a podcast, but we did pick games.
You are killing it. You went 3-0 again. You are 20-10. And you are just on your last 4 weeks, you are 6-0, 8-1, 10-2. On a crazy run. I am not on a crazy run. I've gone 1-2 four straight weeks, so I am 13-17. I almost have as many losses as I did the entire football season last year. We're only halfway through the season.
That's wild.
I got some making up.
I'm on a little bit of a heater.
You are on a heater, which is awesome.
Yeah, I love that. We love that. All right, so obviously I get the first pick. Man, I don't love these spreads. All right, I'm going to go over 42.5 in the Panthers-Falcons game at minus 108.
All right, I like that one. It's a good one. All right. I'm going to go let me see. Man, I really want to take the Bengals Steelers over 40.5 because the Bengals have scored a bajillion points, but also have given up a bajillion and one the last few weeks. So they've scored 80 points on offense and lost both games. They are now 1-5 the last 2 years after scoring 38 or more points, which is just unbelievable to fathom that that's even possible. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go Bengals Steelers over 48.5 at minus 115.
All right. I like it. All right, my next pick is the Chargers minus 3 against the Jags at minus 102. And I know you're muted because you're typing.
Correct. Thank you. All right, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. I did that one. All right, so my next one. You took Chargers minus 3 at minus 102. I'm going to go. God, I can't do the Falcons again. I can't.
I looked at that too.
I feel like that's been part of my problem is I bet on bad teams. Like I've been betting on the spreads of bad teams, and that never goes well. Give me, although they burned me before too. Give me. Can I take? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do Packers minus 6.5, minus 126.
Okay. Did Jameis Winston bump didn't scare you at all?
No, I think there's Matt LaFleur's here he's on the hot seat. Jordan Love's here you actually suck at football, and I think they come out and play well next week.
Okay. Oh, this one's tough. Should I do it? All right, give me the Eagles minus 2.5, minus 118. I have to.
I like it. I appreciate the sticking with the team. I mean, I wanted to take Bengals plus 5.5, but I'm not that stupid. So that's ballsy though. That's a ballsy pick against the Lions.
I'm on a heater.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna go. The Ravens is also very tempting, minus 7.5 against the Browns, but the Browns play them well. I feel like I've said that before.
Yeah, the defense is good.
I don't trust the Chiefs. There's a lot of road favorites this week, which is always scary. Do I end up taking the Falcons, even though I just said I wasn't going to take the Falcons?
What's the Monday night game this week?
It is terrible. It is Cowboys Raiders.
Cowboys Raiders?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, my God.
You took the Chargers minus 3?
I did, yeah.
God, I don't like any of these, man.
I know, this is tough. These spreads, they know what they're doing, man.
Yeah, this is tough. The Dolphins are kind of hot. 2 wins in a row.
I saw that, and I'm like, after you said, you've been betting on bad teams.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm
not going to do that.
I can't do it. Bills, Buccaneers, 48.5 seems. Give me Buccaneers, Bills over 48.5. I just want that to be a fun game. I just want it to be a high-scoring, fun game.
I like that.
That's fun. That's a fun one.
Depending on weather. We don't know.
Is it supposed to be shitty weather?
Let me check. Buffalo. I just feel like Buffalo, 75% chance of rain.
Can I change my pick?
You can change your pick. I'll allow it.
Fuck it. I'm gonna go Falcons minus 3.5. It's the only one I keep coming back to. Falcons minus 3.5 at home against the Panthers at minus 108. Okay. They burned me so many times this year too. I don't think I've won a bet where I picked the Falcons. All right. All right,
You don't want to take the Seahawks +3?
No, dude, I'm not gonna take Seahawks +3. I don't.
You just said you would take them over the Rams.
Oh, you're right. I gotta.
You're getting 3 points.
Yeah, you're right. I gotta live by with what I say. Seahawks +3 it is. Thank you. Thanks for talking some sense into me.
All right.
-115.
You're welcome. I'm not letting you take the Falcons again. They stink.
They do stink. All right. My bets: Cincinnati, Pittsburgh over 48.5, which I didn't write the odds down, but the odds are -115. Packers -6.5 at -126, and Seahawks +3 at -115. Mike's over 42.5 in Carolina. Falcons game -108. Chargers -3 at -102, and Eagles -2.5 at -118.
I like it.
6-0 week. I'm feeling it.
This is a tough one to pick.
This is a tough week, yeah.
The last thing I want to say is, can ESPN and YouTube TV come to an agreement?
Yeah, I did a 5-day. I did a 5-day free trial that won't last me the whole week, so I'm hoping this is the week.
Free trial for what?
I did the DirecTV stream 5-day. Like they're doing a 5-day free trial, and it's like 50 or something amount off your first month. So obviously, I think they're doing that because they know they can get some customers right now. So I did a 5-day free trial just to give me. And honestly, I think Fubo is next week. I might do a Fubo free trial next week and go from there. I did see something today. It sounds like they're close. But yes, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
I mean, the only reason I have YouTube TV is so I can watch sports.
Yes, exactly. And I get a deal because I have YouTube TV with my NFL ticket because I'm also a member like with their regular thing. So I don't know what happens if I cancel. So it's a mess.
Does DirecTV have like an app on smart TVs?
No, that's the thing. At least not mine. I looked it up. LG, I have two LG smart TVs, and they do not. So I had to go to like the web browser and type in DirecTV stream or whatever, and then like scroll through like the which is it's fine.
Like the Lakers and Thunder.
It was fine.
The Lakers Thunder play tonight, and they play on ESPN, and I'm not gonna be able to watch it.
You should do the 5-day free trial because that should get you to Monday, and then just watch it on your computer.
It's just
you can put it on your phone and swipe it up. What is that called? Where you connect your phone to the TV?
Oh, the screen mirror?
Screen mirror, yes. Thank you.
I don't know if my TV does that. It probably does, but okay. Well, follow us at Traveling Athlete Pod on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and at Athlete Pod on X. And tell you what, calling Twitter just X now, starting to roll off the tongue a little bit.
Yeah, I still can't do it.
Yeah, so follow us on X at Athlete Pod. See, that just sounds easy.
Yeah, it sounds it sounds crisp, sounds clean.
Yeah.
Less words.
And we'll be back next week. Sorry about last week. To all 14 of you.
Yeah.
Got anything else to say?
No. Hopefully the Bengals win. Be nice. That's all I got to say.
Oh, shit. We got to do it again, dude. Let the lens cap out.